Hello, welcome to episode 7 of our Let's Play. I didn't use my mic throughout the episode, so what you'll be seeing mostly will be just quests. I think I did more quests in this episode than I did in the others. So more quests, less of the fights, because we can't
Ingredients
keep
are
on playing the
plentiful
fights over and over.
hereabouts.
But yeah, sit back and enjoy. Thank you.
No harm in picking a few. Flying foes are loathsome to handle. Our attacks sharp. I must confess, naught rattles me quite so much as the unexpected snuffing of my lantern light.
You too? I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Arbahat, preserve me. Tis e'en more nightmarish a sight than I had feared, but there is still hope, if I act quickly. Listen well, friend. I shall strike the beast's arm while my father holds detention. The moment the ogre relinquishes my sister, I ask that you lead her to safety. I have ne'er attempted to strike a target so distant before. And yet, for the sake of my sister, my arrows must fly true. Pray, keep Darren out of harm's way. We must make our escape, and quickly.
Quickly, Master. We must carry Miss Darren to safety.
To be sure.
An ogre? Just out. Luck.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
With this, my magic are yours to wield.
Wait to find out what's inside.
Hope you weren't expecting mercy.
It seems to have rained
Easy crack.
If we find an opportunity to retreat, I say we take it. Without the cowardice, we can build a It's superb. Our only remaining task is to carry Miss Darren to safety and be quit of this place.
a disappointment, to be sure.
Come.
Might we remove this hindrance somehow?
Hold a moment. What's this? A way out. Let us make haste. Oh, my heart. None of this would have been possible if you had... You are my sister's savior.
Eteler, le fermo
Findlenar.
carilm ilmen arcael, kemenindor canian irils aldecar. Fionar elwe eteler, lea fermor el dalia eralote. Lungtena peli telume. Ane martir, tindume ingarina fa alme alcar. Nenwen mor aiwanon. Arta hier. Kiriando an mindor hiroth. Arta vanalin hiror soron. Skasinke telpe nun finaler. Lera ne...
Din lenar. Lungdena we fear osto. My gratitude to you knows not only are you my sister's savior, but mine as well. By the by, if you are as passionate about mastery of the bow as I am, perhaps you might speak with my father. His experience ought to be of benefit to you.
Kalael alame, karilm ilmen arkael. Aidalia anandor, nun lintan. Heror anne oia fermor palan hiar menran. Lis fa arnefan, elorato ala, nun mor arta her. Firnis laicasar an ils find nefanamo lis kiriandio mor erlot. Iav stir lalasta, nun falesmir malananon.
Passage here? Truly, there are secrets around every corner.
Pray keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Due time.
Not only are you my sisters, by the by, if you...
Tis a vexing thing, communicating without a shared tongue. Would that we could find some common ground between us.
The elves are a people worth befriending, if we can but find a way to soften their hearts.
Elalia.
Elelote anfir ananduin, osto silfa malantha alecano mine infer avehum?
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
May the heavens look kindly on us all. 'Tis here that the body... I beg you to conduct yourself with care, and with a reverence befitting of one who will... Perhaps you've a moment to spare, an ear to lend. Your patronage is much...
A solitary shard is good for little. We need to seek out more of these, if 'tis to be of use.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
And here I thought I was leading the way. But I suppose your whims take precedence.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
Heavens. Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Would that all my days were so tranquil. When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten. Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Not a care in the world, just as it should be.
I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour. Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out. Would that all my days were so tranquil. Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out.
What? Quit acting so ch-
Places such as this depend upon my vigilance. I'll feel a sight better once I've had my dinner.
Huh? Thanks, I suppose.
It's good to see people in such I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour. Nodding off where I stand.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one Arisen, or Jesus Arisen is false, or you are lying. Have you proof that you are Arisen as you... Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears by that mark. 'Twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true Arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? Here? I spend my... and I need not turn my ear to Deesa's. That said, if you know of a place, tell me. Does that... I suspected as much. Then...
The magistrate seeks a place to quench his thirst for knowledge. Where might we find one, I wonder?
There was a place fitting that description within the slums, as I recall.
Ah, yes. Now I see. Ah, good. You return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight. Got nothing to fear. I'll take my wits about me. On my troubles. Hail!
Alms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune...
I'll collect that. You need...
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the... Many thanks. Ah. Hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance, you see, one of the children we care for... Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. This building's very old. It could be that he's found him... Might I impose on you to...
Let us begin by gathering information.
It is no great shock to me.
Malcolm's been really into explore. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big
Marriage isn't what it's chalked up to be.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey.
We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept, and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant...
The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey.
It is my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue.
Crowds make for easy pickings.
I worked hard today. I think I've earned it.
Not a care in the world.
Was I Lacking in devotion? Where could... Perhaps you could try asking...
My head hurts just thinking about it.
It is clear you're not interested in arriving at our destination, so I'll hold off on...
What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. I wanted to get them a present to say thank you. The problem is, I can't... Do you think you could help me? All in for true. I'm sure you'll find the pretty... Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, these should bright say. Would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. All you have to do is find a silver stone. But there's the problem. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to... For true. I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you... You've heard it. And they're hard to find, aren't they?
I'm quite sure I was, but ox carts don't run, so was it a phantom then? I shut...
Seems like everyone...
I ought to have enough for a few pinches of spices.
Can't help but see a turncoat every face.
I wonder what it was, Malcolm. Malcolm. Don't know why he bothered.
Making our report ought to be our next priority.
Vaults, you... Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have... There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but let us make haste.
Pick up every little thing you find, and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist.
I expect that's a common occurrence in our line of work.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, sir.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. Books, sir. Books, books.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a...
We ought to follow close behind.
'Tis as you say.
How are we to get through this door?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Let my
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing?
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this why I've ne'er seen so many books? This collection. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulate. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place.
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's...
It near boggles the mind that...
The books ne'er seem to end.
We're off to Vernworth Palace, then.
To see people in such high...
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this... Guide me outside.
Places such as this depend upon my vigilance.
Ah, good, you return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
Aye, this should be far enough. If you truly are Arisen, then words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.